what's your Halloween story?
So my youngest daughter, when she was, I would say around 8 or 9 years old on trick-or-treating, we were going through the whole neighborhood and there was this house and it looked scary from the outside, but we were talking about being brave. So we walked up to it, rang the doorbell, and she was ready to go with her candy. And the woman opens the door and she has this really scary costume, kind of like a witch mixed with something else. And she wants us to come in because they have a haunted house throughout their whole house. Like you go through that area. So I said, we're going to be brave. Let's do it. And I'm scared to death just as much as she is. And I had to be brave. So we walk in and all of a sudden there's these, I'd say 3 creepy guys who come out from the living room and they have like body parts with them. She looked at me and I looked at her and we walked just probably 3 steps. And we finally looked over to the lady. I said, we can't do this. We need to go. She's like, oh, it'll be fine. It was not fine. We were petrified. It was more gore, which was not appropriate for her age at all. So finally I'm like, listen, we both can't do this. She started crying. I was like, we gotta go. So she finally led us through the whole thing and we were going out the back door and one guy comes out and jump scares us, not knowing that we were on our way out petrified, but he jump scared us and we about fell down the stairs, went out the back, and we maybe went to 2 or 3 different houses. We went home. That was it. It was, yeah.
So, what's your scary Halloween story?
So, when me and my cousins were little, we were over at my grandma's house and we wanted to go get some games from my parents' house, so we drove over there and the garage door was open, but when we left, we closed it. So when we went in, we kind of held each other's hands because we were scared somebody was in the house or something had happened. We walk inside and my mom's wreath that was on the fireplace was laying on the ground along with my grandma's urn. And we thought somebody had came in or a ghost came in and knocked her off the mantle. She was laying on the ground, just wide open, ashes on the ground. And then we ran out the door and went back to our grandma's house and told them that that there was a ghost in the house and that it knocked over our grandma's ashes.
Did you ever figure out what actually happened?
The wreath fell off the fireplace. I guess it wasn't hung up right. I'm not really sure. We never really figured out how it happened, but that's what we're guessing.
We're gonna go with Grandma.
We're gonna go with Grandma decided to haunt us. Well, Nana, I should say. Nana decided to haunt us.
Favorite Halloween memory is it was October 22nd, 2005. I was close to 9 months pregnant, and we were thinking that we were going to have to schedule a cesarean to have my daughter delivered. And so on that day we went in and they said, well, we will schedule it for October 31st. To have your daughter eat her. And I said, oh, no. I said, that is Halloween. I've got to take my son trick-or-treating. We can do it the next day, though.
And you did.
And you did. And we did.
Your favorite Halloween movie?
My favorite Halloween movie is The Haunted Mansion.
With Eddie Murphy. Okay, all right. What's your favorite Halloween movie?
Practical Magic.
Black Prince. My mom was taking me to my grandma's to get candy, and I remember we was in the car and we got appled. My mom's car got smashed with apples, and when we got out of our grandma's to get candy, It was apples everywhere.
Do you remember who did it, or is it your
I
mom?
don't remember. It was dark outside. It was on Halloween, and I just remember my mom was scared because she just heard a boom, 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 and when we got out, we noticed we had got apple.
So, my favorite Halloween memory is probably a lot of years kind of meshed into one, because when we were kids, my dad always took myself and my cousins. We always went trick-or-treating together, and that was always so fun because my dad was just a great person and was always, out to make sure we had the best time. But then to be able to be with my cousins, it was just always fun, and getting our costumes. And of course, though, we would always hope that it wasn't going to snow, because if it snowed, you had to wear your winter coat and people couldn't really see your costumes. But it was just always just a great, great time, just all of us being together.